So my boy Solheim just made a video called What Happened, right? And if you look at his channel, for some reason my YouTube's not letting me just see the image. It's his latest video right here. It's over. WoW Classic. So what's over? This was a video that came out yesterday. Let's dive into and see what's over.
Alright, what is up guys? It's your boy Solam here, back with another Classic WoW video, and today we are playing some Anniversary. Now, I haven't really been playing Anniversary for quite a while, and I've just come back to Anniversary now, started leveling a Warlock, currently level 43, and I'm very positively surprised about how many people are playing right at the moment. It's a dead space between phase 5 and phase 6. It's basically phase 6 waiting room and TBC waiting room, but that's not really why you clicked on the video, is it? You are wondering what exactly happened, and I kind of am going to talk a little bit about that today. I just want to once again show you guys I'm working on this Warlock right here called Fairheim on Thunderstrike, and I'm trying to get this guy to level 60 before TBC comes.
Anniversary is surprisingly enough maintaining a very, very healthy population. I can't say why exactly, but I honestly expected Anniversary to really drop down in numbers, and it didn't. Anniversary dropped down quite a bit. It went down, I want to say 15, 20,000 players from its peak, but it hasn't really fallen. AQ40 is actually maintaining a player base. It's actually maintaining a solid audience.
Out. I want to be a Seed of Corruption spamming Andy in TBC Classic. I played a Boomkin the first time, wasn't really the best experience. I'm hoping Warlock is a better experience this time. Alright, so let's talk about exactly what happened then, shall we? So over the past couple of days now, or the past couple of weeks really, I've been making a couple of videos about World of Warcraft that I've really been enjoying, and I've decided to take a couple of those videos down for reasons that I'm not going to go too far into. I'm just going to say we have been playing with fire, and recently the fire has simply burned too bright. That is the best way to explain it, so take from that what you will, and yeah, I've decided to not make that type of content anymore. I'm gonna focus more on Anniversary, Mist of Pandaria, TBC when that comes out, and some Classic Plus theory crafting about what I personally want to see in Classic Plus when it comes out.
I mean, he's not wrong. Nobody realized how popular these private servers were until they broke 40, 50,000 concurrent players. Keep in mind, these are private servers. Breaking those kinds of numbers is absolutely insane. And a lot of people started covering them. All these content creators, all these YouTubers, streamers, everybody was going ham on it. They got so popular that, to put in comparison, it was bigger than Nostalrius. It was bigger than Nostalrius. So, much like Solheim said here, it just burned too bright, and you're gonna leave it at that.
Now, for anybody who simply misses the streams, they will be on Kick, by the way, so not gonna be live on YouTube for a little bit. I'm probably going to be streaming any new game launches on YouTube as well, like for example, the next season, when or if that comes out, Classic Plus, when or if that comes out, TBC Classic when that comes out, absolutely, Midnight when that comes out, absolutely. All of the major World of Warcraft releases I always stream on YouTube, Twitch, and now hopefully Kick as well. But for now, the regular day-to-day basis streams, they will be done on Kick, so please consider following me on Kick. That way,
if you guys are gonna follow him on Kick, make sure you check out Hammer Dance as well. They've been trying to build this full-blown Classic Plus community, this whole Classic community over on Kick. They're doing an amazing job. I think Hammer's averaging 80 viewers over there. Solheim's averaging 40, 50 viewers. There is a really big Kick scene for the Classic community. So if you're really into that stuff, I recommend wholeheartedly you guys go over there and check out the Kick scene that's been growing and brewing.
You also know that when you follow me on Kick, you're getting streams, and when you follow me on YouTube, you're getting videos. That way you know exactly what to get on what platform, and you also know where to go for what content, which platform to go to for what content. I simply understand that some people on YouTube don't want to watch streams at all, and well, now you don't have to get spammed when I go live. You follow me on Kick if you want to get notifications when I go live, or you subscribe on YouTube if you want notifications for videos, right?
So Kick does no enforcement at all. Literally somebody died on Kick, and after the guy died, they banned him and started dealing with it. Kick has very low moderation, but you're expected to self-moderate. If you get the law involved, Kick will ban you. So if legally speaking, Blizzard reached out to Kick and tried to enforce bans, Kick would do something. But I don't know if they actually would, because for the most part, they just do what they want with the gambling and all this stuff, like the political stuff, like right-wing creators and everything over on Kick. So I don't know if Kick actually would ever enforce a private server ban, because it's not against Kick's TOS to stream private server content. So I don't think Twitch will ever do anything like that. On Twitch's TOS, it's against TOS to play pirated content. On YouTube's TOS, YouTube says the company that owns the rights to whatever game you play has full authority. You will have to fight them at court to prove free use. So it's not against YouTube's TOS to make private server content. But if, say for example, Nintendo reaches out to strike your channel for doing Mario content, you have no recourse. YouTube doesn't deal with that. You go to private court. So if Blizzard reached out to YouTube and told YouTube to strike these channels, take them down, YouTube will take them down. That's now between you and Blizzard legally at court.
Exactly what to expect and where to expect it as well. So please follow me on Kick, where we are going to be continuing the adventures we have had for the last couple of weeks over on Kick on pretty much a daily basis. Now let me try to angle this video in a way that it makes sense. We've been playing with fire, and recently the fire has burned too bright, and I'm not necessarily speaking about myself or my content in this case, but I'm speaking about the server. In this case, it has gained insane population recently, and for example, this is the growth over the last 5 years when it comes to online searches for that place. It has gone up about 10x, and for example, this is the growth over the last 5 years when it comes to online searches for that place. It has gone up about 10x or more in the last 5 years, and it's literally gone up 3x.
So again, we all know what he's talking about here, but you can see it right here. And this right here, by the way, is SOD. Right here, I think. This is the end of SOD. SOD ended, and then from there you can see this. The Classic Plus content, the Classic Plus community is absolutely fucking massive. It's absolutely ginormous. It's one of the biggest things known to mankind, and you see this enormous push for content for people to see this shit.
In the last year itself. So right now it's at an all-time peak, and that can be dangerous, and I don't want to be a contributing factor to that danger. I simply want everyone to enjoy the game and have fun wherever you are playing, as long as you're playing WoW or anything you're playing really, but like, it would be better if it was WoW because I'm making WoW content. Whatever type of WoW you're playing, I hope you're having a blast is what I'm trying to say, and I want you to keep having a blast in that place, wherever that is. I don't want anything to get taken away from you. To keep it super short and simple, we're at the middle of the video here, but even then I just want to like give you a highlight or a TLDR or talk about it directly. The reality is there's way too much hype around the T server and the E server, and
there is absolutely.
To me that hype can be both a good and a bad thing.
So with E's case, it got so hyped that the game became unplayable for so long that even after the game became playable, they destroyed the hype. It's like a bad launch can really truly hinder the excitement of the community and the crowds, and that's what happened with the E server. It got so big that it could not handle the bigness of its just the hype behind it. T's just been slow and steady. 9 years of very slow, steady growth.
It can bring a lot of attention, but it can also bring a lot of the wrong attention, and it can bring a lot of new players to those servers. But it can also, once again, bring the attention you don't want. And if there's going to be an eventual apocalypse, I don't want to be a contributing factor to that apocalypse. Even though I probably already have been, I don't want to be more of a contributing factor. You also have the factor that Blizzard doesn't like me already, and I don't need to keep farming bad karma points when it comes to Blizzard.
Oh yeah, my boy Solheim is definitely not liked by Blizzard. I don't know why. I actually don't know if he did anything. I think it might be due to the fact that he has how many videos on his channel? It might be due to the fact that he has 2,200 videos and 1,100 of those are shitting on Blizzard. But what could my boy have done? No, this isn't like shade. I actually love my boy Solheim, but he's critical. When Blizzard fucks up, he's very critical. And it's fair. The criticism is fair. I don't think he's ever done a Blizzard interview in his life. I don't think so.
I've already farmed up enough of those. Like, if I had a faction with Blizzard right now, it would be close to being hated. I think I'm hostile right now, like not completely hated yet, but like I'm close to being hostile. I'm close to being hated. I'm probably either neutral or hostile. I kinda wanna get that reputation back to friendly, I'm not gonna lie. So the reality is I'm simply not gonna make videos on the T server or the E server for now, and I just hope that anybody who watched those videos while they were there, you enjoyed them and you got some useful information from them. I had a couple more lined up as well that I'm now not going to release, but that's kind of sad. But hopefully you enjoyed them and you got something out of them, and if you did, please consider supporting me in any way, shape or form. Liking the video does a huge deal, commenting down below.
I'll have a link to this video in the description down below, so, you know, go like, sub to Solheim if you haven't already. Some amazing gold guides, amazing content. Just he's a top tier creator in general, so give the man some love, right?
Really helps as well. If you really want to support me monetarily and money-wise, you can, for example, become a member of the channel, get a cool badge next to your name in the comments. You can also leave a super chat down below, or you can support me on Patreon. I do have a Patreon, the link is down below as well in the pinned comment and also in the video description. And over there I give you guys gold making advice on, for example, the T server, but also Classic WoW, Mists of Pandaria, TBC. When that comes out, you can get a bunch of gold making advice by simply either getting my gold guides or supporting me on Patreon. That is a great way to support me as a content creator, and the thing is, I've tried to say for a long time that I'm a gamer first.
So I'm not gonna say what a lot of the videos he took down were, except he talked about ENT, and he showcased all the content, the unique stuff, the changes, the things people would like, the things he liked, and it was honestly, in terms of content creation, the right play, the right thing to do. I didn't do much of it. I did 2 videos, I think. But like, Blizzard needs to steal and learn. I've said this before, I'll say it again. They need to take everything, down to the penny. Steal it all. Blizzard is amazing at theft. They're masterclass. GM of the Thieves Guild. They need to go back to stealing.
And a content creator second. I play the game probably way more than any other content creator, and I play the game for probably an average of 10 hours per day, which you can say whatever you want about. It's not healthy, whatever. I'm having fun. I'm able to go to the gym, able to live my life, make food, do stuff and things around the house, and play the game a lot as well.
Saying SOD was for retail players is kind of like a false dichotomy, because if we go back to this, Mr. Pandaria averages about, what is this? Not Mr. Pandaria, we can use Anniversary. Anniversary barely peaked at 100,000 and has been steadily declining to about 78, 75,000 viewers. I'm going to show you the end of SOD. When SOD was still being played, SOD had 75, 80,000 players the entire time. Through AQ, through everything. Look at this. It kept 70,000 in AQ at its down times. It had 78,000 during NAX. 78,000 during Scarlet Enclave. SOD was popular. SOD is supposedly terrible in comparison to Anniversary, but Anniversary has 78,000 players and a steady decline. I'm not saying SOD is better than Anniversary. I'm not saying SOD is better than Anniversary. I'm gonna keep it real. SOD is a different experience. But Anniversary is also in a state of decline as we get closer and closer to the end game, as we get closer and closer to TBC. One server doesn't have to be better than the other. Different crowds and different strokes for different people. Let's get back to this video.
And I think it's great. I'm having a blast, and I've leveled up 3 characters so far in Anniversary to 60 to prepare myself for TBC. We have this mage, we have a warrior, we have a druid, and now I'm working on a warlock as well, plus a paladin. The paladin is also level 41 or 42 at the moment, so I'm leveling a bunch of characters for TBC. My plan is to make a bunch of content for TBC, and to speak about the future for a bit, considering there's no T server or E server, I'm planning.
For me, like I 100% get where he's coming from. I would just rather have Classic Plus right now. I just want a permanent Classic Plus that goes on forever. But like, that's not a very, that's popular as an idea, but I don't know if it's ever going to happen, when it's going to happen, when it's coming, things of that nature. Because for example, supposedly a permanent server would do massive numbers, but for example, Classic Era at its highest, only had about 20,000 people, back when it first got announced towards the end of Wrath of the Lich King. Then you have, you know, the game continuing, you have SOD, you have all of this right here, SOD drugs dropped the numbers, these are the peaks and lows of SOD, and now then Anniversary came out, and now Era's maintaining about 10,000 players. So there's about, no matter what, throughout all of it, Classic Era will always have at a minimum 20,000 players. There's a lot of people that just love playing the same vanilla world over and over and over again. Whereas SOD's era, as soon as SOD died, like as soon as everybody realized this was it, this was the end, there's no phase 9, there's no continuation, there's no new content, SOD just went down to like 3,000 people. So just based off of that, a persistent Classic Plus would maintain 75 to 200,000 active players. But a Classic Plus that ends with no new content will immediately die. So if there's no new content coming to Classic Plus, the Classic Plus experience is a dead experience. Whereas Era players will always go back to Era and keep playing Era. So for example, Anniversary. As soon as Anniversary ends, 20, 30, 40,000 people are immediately, no, I would say of the 80K, about 15 to 25,000 will go straight back to Era servers, and the rest will go to TBC. I expect TBC to be double, if not triple, the player base of Classic, you know, Anniversary. But like, I think that's mainly because a lot of Classic Era players, Anniversary players aren't there for Era. They're there for the TBC waiting room. But that's just my opinion, at least. I don't want to say how confident I am.
Making Classic Anniversary content, so that means right now Classic WoW and TBC. Mists of Pandaria content, definitely still on the agenda.
And I went on a slight tangent, but when it comes to making content, we all want Classic Plus, but there's no Classic Plus. So your options as a Classic creator is A, leave. B, make the same gold guides, leveling guides, all the stuff the Anniversary has 1,000 videos of. C, option C here is you can start doing TBC hype and TBC prep right now. And because of if you do TBC hype, TBC prep, it kind of ruins that thing, because like TBC is an unchanged game. Every TBC guide you make now already exists. But the hype is there, so people are going to want to see that hype, see those videos, see that stuff. Or to play Mists of Pandaria. Mists of Pandaria is not that popular. The player numbers aren't growing. It's very minimally growing. But a lot of people, like, as Third of Thunder drops, I expect the player numbers to have. Just like it did with Cataclysm and every other version. Once you get to the next couple phases, the numbers keep dropping. And it's not a bad thing, but it's like, it's getting closer and closer to retail. And a lot of people are just choosing to play retail. Like, I'm playing retail WoW. I'm really hyped for Midnight WoW because the alternatives are Mr. Pandaria Anniversary. I'm going to stream and play TBC Anniversary. I'm really hyped for it. I'm going to shift immediately back to Classic Plus the moment the announcement happens. Whenever they fully officially announce Classic Plus, I'm 100% back. But from the average content creator's perspective, your options are limited. Especially if you can't make the T or E server content.
Bunch of those videos up already, a couple of exclusive videos for the gold guide, and I'm just waiting for phase 3. I really want phase 3. Phase 1 raids to me are kind of boring. I cleared them on week 1. Well, I haven't cleared Hoff or Toast yet. Toast comes out next week, I believe, and Hoff is already out, but I haven't cleared those. But MSV cleared on week 1. Not the most fun raid. For me, I'm simply waiting for phase 3 when the real content comes out. I also plan to make a bunch of TBC videos, as I talked about, and I want to make Classic Plus theory crafting videos. And for anybody who plays retail, I love retail as well. I play every single version of WoW, and I'm super excited about the Legion remix, which I will make a bunch of content for. So, if you're up for that, subscribe to the channel and stay up to date on those videos when they come out. I believe Legion Remix is only about a month away, by the way, maybe a little bit more than a month, so that's gonna be hype. So at the end here, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has been supporting my content the last couple of weeks, and in general just followed my content since Classic WoW. I'm not going anywhere. I'm simply stopping a singular category of content that I haven't really been making that much content for anyway, and we are going to hard focus on Classic WoW and the future of Classic WoW, which is looking bright. It is currently just in a downtime, but that's completely fine. You need to have downtimes as well. Plus, I mean, Mists of Pandaria came out a month ago, so we can't really complain that much. I just feel like Anniversary right now, there's not too much happening, but we're in the middle of Phase 5. You can just raid, level up characters, start prepping for TBC, which is probably about half a year away anyway. That's gonna be cool, and I'm betting Phase 6 comes out around October. I'm just really hoping Phase 6 doesn't really collide too much with the Legion remix, as I stated, which is going to be around October as well.
I mean, yeah,
so,
with TBC Anniversary, I'm expecting it to come out around, I was gonna say December, January, but it looks like it might actually be February next year. It just depends on Midnight WoW. If Midnight WoW is coming out in the February mark, the 18-month timeline it was saying, that means TBC Anniversary is coming out in December. But there's no roadmap, there's no information. We don't actually know what's happening. We don't know the future of MOP. We don't know if we're going to WoD or merging to retail. We don't know the exact timelines of all the phases. We don't know how long Siege of Orgrimmar is going to be. We don't know when TBC Anniversary is coming. We don't know when Naxxramas is coming. Like, a lot of people just want some information and timeline and like some things to go off of, some things to plan for vacation, time off, preparation. But for a lot of Classic, there's honestly no information whatsoever on what to prepare or be excited for or to be ready for.
Once again, just massive thank you for the support on the content, really means a lot, and if you want to follow my live streams, please follow my Kick. I will leave a link to the Kick down below as well. If you already have a user, simply clicking follow, like goes fast. If you don't have a user, consider making one. If you don't want to follow along on Kick, you can simply follow my Twitch, where I stream usual game releases, like stream less often, but I do sometimes multi-stream to both Kick and Twitch as well, so you can follow me there for more live streams. Either way, that's it for now, kind of an update of stuff and things, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, once again, leave a like and leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video, very soon-ish.
My boy Solheim is the GOAT. There'll be a link to this video in the description down below, so go subscribe to him. Go follow him on his Kick, go make a Kick account, go do all that stuff. He's a great content creator. I love the guy. I have massive respect for him. He's a fucking legend, so give the man some love. In regards to what he was saying, it's just the simple truth. E&T content is out the window because it's getting too bright, it's getting too big. It's genuinely a dangerous game to be playing. Will Blizzard ever do anything? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure what Blizzard will do. But like, it's not a risk willing to take for somebody like Solheim. This is his full-time job. World of Warcraft is his full-time job. And because of that, he can't jeopardize his livelihood by getting banned. So him no longer streaming or making content on E&T is understandable. For a lot of other people, it's a risk you have to take. It's a risk you have to take whether you want to keep making that content or not. For example, on Kick, they can't really ban anybody on Kick. So if you're just streaming, if you're just doing Kick content, full-time streaming there, Kick credit incentive program, you do you. Twitch can't do anything about it. Twitch can't do shit about it. So just do you. But like, well, Blizzard can't do anything about it. So just do what you want to do. Just, you have to consider the risks and decide for yourself whether anything is worth it or not. But this is the second channel, React. Like or subscribe, dislike or subscribe, I don't give a shit. It's my second channel. It's a React channel. So thank you all. Ebonheart out. Peace.